Tommy, how are you?
Couldn't resist either, huh?
What? Doing this? Yes. We know. I've met him at trial.
Yes. Again, run a second. Want to do some introductions first, just quickly, so we know who all is here?
Paul, just starting us off and say your name. There you go.
Ronnie Zombeck, Captain of Muse Fire Department.
Tony Zombeck, I'm a member of the fire department.
DJ Johnson, Township Supervisor.
Darla Monica, board member for the Township.
Michael Daniels, Cannon McMillan Superintendent.
Matt Harding, Director of Sports for Cannon McMillan.
John Carley, HHSDR Architects for Cannon McMillan.
Greer Hayden with HHSDR Architects.
Township Engineer.
Andy Schrader, Cecil Township Supervisor.
Dawn Schnitzer, Township Manager.
Michael Haberman, Township Engineer.
Paul Squirmazy, Cannon McMillan member.
Frank Egizio, Cecil Township Auditor.
Cindy Fisher, supervisor.
Sean Bogovinsky, Chief of Police, Cecil Township.
All right, that's everyone.
Just a quick overview. I know when the engineers and architects draw up site plans, obviously it has to come to us and we send it to our engineer for review. We've always had an issue with our alley right here and also obviously on Oak Street. So we wanted to first of all make sure you guys had seen, and actually if you looked at the site from our point of view, and make sure you take into consideration those kind of concerns we have.
I had meetings with Bruce Bosley probably near the end of last summer. We talked about some of these issues, and Bruce had informed us that we need to have a traffic study done, which at that time we couldn't have that done until September when school started. So school district engaged Worcester Associates to do a traffic study. That was completed and then submitted to the township for review, and that went to Gateway's office. We received those back a few weeks ago, at the end of January.
Could you speak up too, sir? You're as a Township Supervisor.
How you doing?
I offered them a ride before. I'm Elizabeth Cowden. Who are you?
I'm Greer Hayden with the Architect's Office.
Oh, hi. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Elizabeth.
Oh, you got a strong hand.
Okay, I have a question. Traffic count as far as what? Just the number of vehicles? Well, what is that telling us? What are you after a traffic count?
I'll let Dan speak to that because he reviewed the results of the study and just provide comments for it. Mike Heberman's here from our office.
actually,
Mike's our traffic engineer.
I thought you would have your engineer here.
Well, I thought they were going to be
Yeah,
here too.
he
They
really
might
should
be
be
at the wrong
presenting.
place.
I don't have the study with me. We looked at what they did was they did traffic counts at this intersection at Oak Street, and then I think they put ATRs down on the access, so they can collect 24-hour data and know how much traffic's coming in and out on a daily basis as well as during the peak times.
Okay.
And then they run their analyses at these intersections with a traffic software program that we look at to determine if there should be any type of capacity impact.
Okay.
From our standpoint, the concerns that we raised were distributing the traffic. Right now, everybody basically comes in and out right here. With the plan that they had laid out, they were pushing half of the traffic down to Oak.
Yeah,
And
parents to go in and out of Oak Street now. You can't come out of Oak Street. You have a mobile vertical on this side of the road. It's limited your sight distance with a major traffic hazard for anybody coming out of there. And even if you go in there, you're going to have 3 times the amount of traffic. Even if people wanting to make a left-hand turn down there, you know, with people making a right-hand turn, you're going to get backed up with traffic. Okay, the township's already said you're not permitted to have those vehicles come out of there. So our issue now is how do we get the car traffic off this hillside out of the school complex?
That was my comment.
They addressed that.
That was my comment to them, so that's why we're here.
That was our comments, Frank.
Yeah,
that was our comments back to them. We agree with you.
And then this back alley here, I come up with this morning, went to look, I can see up the hill, I can't see, I see a post office. To the left of me, if you sit at this stop sign behind the post office, you see a building. You don't see nothing. You need to come out into the roadway to actually see left. That's my concern here, what I see. The traffic study, it's all about safety. Whether it's 50 cars or 500 cars a day, safety is the main issue here.
Or Frank, he's still giving us his presentation.
I'm sorry, I mean, I want to know what the explanation is, but traffic study for what?
Well, Josh Hayden is here now from Rooster Associates. They performed a traffic study. So I don't know if you want to explain what your analysis. Just before you got here, Mike was commenting on his observations from the study results. And I think, Frank, you had a question about
the traffic study. What are you looking for that? I know you're after a count of numbers, but it's a safety issue. Whether it's 50 cars or 500 cars, one accident or one fatality is too many here.
Right. Well, I think the main concern is the site distance coming out of Oak Street is not sufficient looking left towards 980.
Well, I think they've acknowledged that already. I think you showed that they showed it to go one way up. I guess.
Well, the comments that came back from Gateway's office was the comments that came back from Gateway's office was could the school district consider one-way traffic? What we were trying to do on the property was to separate our parent traffic from our bus traffic. So what we had proposed was to bring our buses in School Street, like what happens now, and bring them back out on School Street. And then initially, the ideal thing would have been to bring the parents in on Oak and bring them back out on Oak.
Can I ask a quick question to interrupt you? What's the purpose of having the parents separate from the buses?
Just so you don't have that conflict of parents and buses fighting to pick up drop-off here at the same time. So
It's a safety thing. Like at the high school where they make all the cars stand still until the buses and everybody else.
So there'll be
get out of
two
the way.
separate, at the school, there'll be two separate.
Yeah, we go down to the fire hall. I brought some drawings that I can share with you down at the fire hall, which will show you, our current thinking right now. Mike had suggested from his comments that we consider one-way traffic in from Muse Bishop along Oak Street for those parents. Cycle them through our property and then exit back out through School Street, which is fine. We can do that very easily. That works well for us. Now that doesn't address the issue that was raised here with the post office building. But all the traffic then would exit here at Muse Bishop at arrival and dismissal times. And that's our peak time. And do you recall what the duration is of that around that last?
Peak hour?
Yeah, I have a copy of his study with me down at the fire hall.
You have that in the
You got cars parked.
So much for all this is
They can get in
Now this is still okay with this end, correct? Underneath, you guys have gone through and looked at everything, because there's actually a creek road underneath this right now. Now I know on that far end down there's some concerns.
You say it's a brick culvert though? Brick culvert.
We don't need a problem. Let me tell you. I'm fine with that.
So it's a pipe.
Don't they have traffic trailers that go over here every day to bring in supplies? So that kind of wouldn't be the issue.
It's already been looked at, it's good now, right?
Yeah, it's in good shape.
Okay, we want to make sure that you looked at, actually, as opposed to on paper, we're out here and looked at what the residents are going to face. I mean, whatever circumstance they have now with just the Muse Elementary School, whatever we it's going to the traffic, that's obviously it's going to impact the residents there, and as Frank keeps mentioning,
Look what you have right now here. Step over here. You have parents picking up students here now. That's right on the edge of your roadway. And like the crossing guard said, these people fly from Cannonsburg to make this turn here, and they come from Cecil to make this turn.
Those people there are not Muse parents. Those are people that you take off the bus from the high school and the middle school.
Yes,
Right.
but they're parked there.
Right. Well, that
We also
that
have
property
residents
belong
trying to get in these parking stalls to get their mail.
Does that property belong to the post
Right there?
office?
Yeah.
That's a
That
rental
belongs to
unit.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Don
That's another
Matteo
issue.
owns it.
It's a whole other issue. When you have residents trying to get their mail backing out, almost backed into cars behind me. I mean, and you're going to have this area for an access for school buses and cars coming from Cannonsburg and
Wait a
Cecil.
minute, what are you going to do when the owner of this property barricades his lot off? What are you going to do then?
Where is the street?
The street is here, we just paved. The township paved this road this year. Right here.
Well, part of the paving's on his property. He let us pave it, but he would not give us the right of way. He made us say that we let him pave it, there's a bus, the curve is. He said we had to sign something that said we would go take this property. I told him about it.
Did he not install that? That's his property. That's his property. That's his sword drain.
This paved on his property. We're he told us to dig it up.
Okay.
This blood pig, he went to drive it. He left it was dead, and he finally let us leave it. So I'm saying it's not.
We made some changes. These buses come here, one of them. Right, Paul, this is your road.
This is
the white edge line on here, what we know there. Okay. It's part of the problem. Let's address it while everybody's here.
Tom, why don't we let them talk about, see if they perhaps have an answer to some of
Well,
those.
make sure you're aware of some of those things that with this property owner that we have.
Mr. DiMatteo, Dominic DiMatteo.
You said Gateway came back to you already.
Where we reacted, Cindy, to a traffic study that was presented to us.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, the traffic study just walked out.
The traffic study described access and had a preliminary site plan. And where we said we weren't definitive on any of our comments within the letter. All that we told them was that we wanted to meet and further discuss it. I think that's what we're doing today.
It's just getting a little chaotic. Like I don't want to lose everybody or have people get frustrated before we get to a point where we're talking.
I think we might be intending to look at it here. We want to get in the fire hall, look at the plans.
I was not sure you had seen this, and I knew I would have put out a corner because I know it wasn't marked there.
We were on the road.
Yeah,